Hi, Hannah Lecha here with a special invitation for you. You are here because you are either one, a member of my community, or you have been invited by a member of my community. And welcome. I am excited to be able to connect with you today because I don't think you are here by accident. You are here because this is where you are supposed to be, at this time. I have a special invitation for you, but before I get down to the invitation, let me take you through this. We live life in 3D. It means the first D is default. It means we could be living by default. That means we are just allowing life to happen to us. We are not taking control or taking responsibility of what's going on around our lives. It's either we are in victim mode or we have actually settled. You know what I mean? I'm sure you can think about that, where you found yourself under certain circumstances and you never thought you could change the circumstances. So you just settled for less than what you wanted and what you deserve. So that's the first D. And then the second D, we also live life, by desire, is where we live life by being pulled forward by our desires. What it is that you want to create. Do you have goals? Do you have dreams? Can you see a future positive that is better than the life that you are living now? Are you seeing possibilities? Do you want to become a better person? And as you feel this pull forward, what are you doing to respond? I'm speaking to someone who has got dreams, who has got aspiration. You want to have more time freedom. You want to have more money freedom. You want to spend your time with the people that you love. You want to spend more time with your kids at home, with your family. You have that picture of what it is that you want in your life. And the real question is, what are you doing to respond to this pull, that's pulling you towards your desires? Are you taking action, or are you going back to the default mode where you see your desires and you can feel the pull, but you just won't take the step to bring it forward in your life? Because it takes effort, because it challenges you to do something that you haven't been doing before. And the third D is you can live life by discontent. You can live life by discontent. So let's go there. Discontent is where, we are being pushed by our discontent. Are there things in your life that are less than satisfactory? Are there areas of your life where you feel stuck, where you feel unhappy? Are you stuck in a job that you don't love? Are you stuck in a relationship that you don't like? Are you stuck in a business that is sucking energy out of you? Are you discontent with the results that you are getting right now in your finances, in your relationships, in your health? Do you feel like you are not where you are supposed to be? So then what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? If you can feel it, that this is not you, this is not where you want to be, these are the results that you don't want to get. So again, are you allowing that push to move you into action, or are you going back to the default? Are you allowing that push to move you forward, or are you going back to the default? So that's the question that I have for you right now. Is this question that, are you allowing that push to move you into action, or are you going back to default? Because the default is the known. The default is that known zone. Is the comfort zone, which is crazy because there's actually nothing that's comfortable about it. Is the zone of knowing. And the only reason why we are, we live in that place is because we are too scared, to step beyond it into the realm of the unknown. which is where everything that we want is. And most of the time, we talk about stepping outside of the comfort zone. Everyone talks about stepping outside of the comfort zone, all the time, because the comfort zone isn't where we get our results. The comfort zone isn't where you get your results. But are you doing something about it? Why do you find yourself stuck there, on the comfort zone? So that is what I want us to look at today, because the comfort zone isn't where you get the results that you actually want to have in your life. And the truth is that, the unknown, the ones that the place that we are avoiding, that is where the magic actually happens. So right now, I want you to imagine where you want to be. Where do you fall within those 3Ds? The default, the desires, and the discontent. What is pushing you? What is pushing you, or what is actually pulling you? And the truth is, if you are watching this right now, I know where you fall. I know where you are, and I know where you want to go. So you may realizing now that you have been on default for a very long time. You have been settling for things that you don't love. You have been settling for circumstances that are below your potential. You have been playing small, in your life. You haven't been really showing up, and you have the desire to show up. You have the desire to make your dreams come true. You have the desire to improve your self-esteem, to improve your self-confidence, to improve your communications, to find your voice and actually use your voice, So that is where you want to go. You are being pushed by this discontent of these things that are not working in your life. But the comfort zone is what's crippling you. But most of the time, it's not even crippling you. It's because you don't know that there are possibilities. You don't know that it's possible, to move beyond this default and redesign your life, or design your life the way that you actually, want it. And which is where I come in, is to show you that it's actually possible. You know why? Because I've been there. I grew up, I found myself in this comfort zone. I found myself in these areas where I didn't choose. The first thing was my career. I didn't choose to become a science student when I went to university. I was just pushed into it. I realized that I was in the wrong field when I had just come back from my MSc. And I decided that, no, I'm not going to go for my PhD. So instead of going to my PhD, I quit my job. I was a lecturer at the University of Botswana. So I put my resignation and quit, because I didn't want to go that further into an area that I knew did not give me joy. So I had to quit and to now reinvent myself and really design the kind of life that I love to live. It's a process, but I've made great improvements, over time, because there is no arrival. It's a process. I'm still growing. I'm still unfolding. I'm still evolving, but I know it's doable. It's only that it wants you to challenge, the norm. It wants you to disrupt the status quo. It wants you to adopt unconventional, methods that have not been used in our culture, or that we haven't been taught, at secondary school or at high school or at university. So my question for you right now is this: do you want to live in default mode, or do you want to allow either your desires or your disconnect, or both, to pull or to push you forward to the emerging future that is waiting to be birthed from within you? Do you want to do that? Do you want to utilize this push or this pull, allow you to forward you to the emerging future that is waiting to be birthed within you? Because this is what living life by design is. And that is what I want to share with you in this seminar, how to design a life and work that you love. I want to take you through a process that will help you design your life, that will help you stop living your life by default. And if you want to learn how to design your life, I want you to go ahead and complete the form below and register for this upcoming webinar. It's on Saturday, the 23rd of May from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and it's free, but I go there and unpack for you this process that you can follow to design your life the way that you want it. It's doable. I've helped many people do it. I've helped many women do it, and you'll hear from some of them, in the webinar on Saturday when I share it. So it's the status quo sucks. Living life by default sucks, but you have a choice. You can't continue living life by default if you've got an awareness, if you know that it's possible to turn it around, if you know that you can actually design your life the way that you want it. And this is why I'm here. I want to help you to really step up and stop living life by default and actually design it the way that you want. And this is the special invitation that I had for you. Go ahead, complete the form below, submit it, and we will send you, the registration, the link for how you can participate in the webinar this coming Saturday. I look forward to seeing you in the webinar. Thank you very much. See you on Saturday.